There are quite a few silly mistakes that first-time self-builders tend to make. You get good advice as you go with a really good architect to think about this and a builder, but generally speaking, they're things like planning conditions. So when you do finally get that planning approval document, and it says approved at the top, don't just chuck it in the bin. Like have a read through it, because at the bottom of that will be a list of planning conditions that you need to show that you've discharged, which is the word that they use for it. There will be things like, we want to see the brick that you're using, or we want to make sure that we've got an approved landscaping plan before you start. If you don't meet those, the planning consent's invalid. And I've known people who've been burnt that way before as well. The other one is cash flow. We haven't talked about that much, but it's worth 30 seconds, I think. One of the great things about building your own home is that it's VAT free. So as opposed to extending or renovating an existing home where you pay 20% on everything, when you're building a house from scratch, it's zero rated for VAT. And what that means in reality is that if you're employing builders, labourers, they should not be charging you VAT on their invoices. And if they have, then you shouldn't pay it, and you should ask them to re-invoice. They're effectively VAT collectors, and they shouldn't be collecting VAT from you. If you're buying materials, of course, you'll have to pay VAT on them. Good luck trying to go to B&Q this weekend and buying some wooden flooring and declaring yourself a self-builder to the 17-year-old cashier. You need to get that receipt from the 17-year-old cashier at B&Q. Keep it, and then you can claim back, I think it's within 6 months of the completion of the project, from HMRC, the full 20% of VAT that you've paid. Often for most self-builders, that's typically in the low tens of thousands by the time you've been through building, buying everything you need. So there's a cash flow thing there. So the point being that when people give you a quote about how much it's going to cost, actually you need to be thinking about, well, actually I need to almost like fund that 6 months worth of VAT as well. So those kind of things are hopefully the details that good architects and good builders will help you out on.